Howdy, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is January 29th, 2024, and this is my video for week 35 of my journey to Wonderland, using beef, butter, bacon, and eggs carnivore and alternate day fasting. Let's go ahead and head into our daily videos and check those out here on Big Anklevich. On health. All right, it is Monday morning. What do we got for the first check of the week? 0.8. Oh man, that's low. And an 83. My Dr. Boz ratio is gonna suck. My Dr. Boz ratio is 103. Ugh. Okay, it's Monday, and it's the clean-shaven me. I don't know if I can get used to this. My face looks a little weird. I feel like I'm, especially wearing this hat, I feel like I'm just completely bald, even though I'm not even close. But anyways, yeah, today was pretty good. I had a big porterhouse steak. I got a whole big pack of them. 4 of them. They were like $6 a pound, so I couldn't resist it. So I got myself a bunch of porterhouse steaks, and I'll be eating those. I've eaten 2 now already, so there's still 2 more to go. And then I also had some deep fat fries, as I like to call them. That was just pork fat that I fried up in the air fryer and ate that just as is, just pork fat. It's super yummy. I guess kind of like pork cracklings. But homemade and better for you. Probably the ones they make in the factory are all cooked in vegetable oil, so these ones are not. So there's that. And I had some eggs. I had some eggs for my food, and that's what I had this morning. I ate that, and that was it. And then I went to work, and yeah, the whole time I was at work, I just had no food, but I started walking. I had to really get going on it because I was kind of running behind, and I needed to make up for missing what I'd missed yesterday. Couldn't believe that I didn't do better yesterday. I just completely forgot, and so trying to make up for it, and I did manage to get to 10,000, so that's good. We'll see if I can atone and make it an average of 10,000 for the whole week, so we'll see. Okay, it's Tuesday morning. Let's see what numbers we got. $1.1, it's not terrible. A little better than yesterday. And 83. That gives me a Dr. Boz ratio of 75. So I am back to fasting. I've been fasting for, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half, something like that. Before that, I had myself some eggs, and today I had pork chops. It wasn't my choice. I normally wouldn't pick pork chops. I think they're probably a little bit too lean, to tell you the truth. I'm not a huge fan of them, but my wife decided to buy a big pack of them, like a huge pack of them, and then said, man, I don't really want to eat them. You eat them, okay? You like meat, right? Do it. So I wound up having to clean up her scraps. I mean, I didn't have to. I could have just said, nah, and then we'd probably just throw them away and waste the money, but I hate that. So yeah, I actually cooked up 6 pork chops. There's still 3 left, and I ate those. I'm stuffed. I ate those along with what I call deep fat fries, which is just little pork cracklings that I made using pork fat. Just cooked it up, fried it up in the air fryer, and I had those, some pork chops, and some eggs. I think that was pretty much it. I don't think I ate anything else. So yeah, now I'm fasting, and won't get a good number tomorrow, but actually I think I'll probably get a bad number tomorrow, considering how many pork chops and how lean they probably are. But the next day, I'll get that good Dr. Boz ratio when I finish my fast. Okay, it is Wednesday morning. Let's see what we got for our numbers today. Oh, 0.6. That's so low. And 69, which is also really low, so that's something, but I am barely ketogenic. That still makes my Dr. Boz ratio 115. Man, it's always raining right now. So I keep having to walk indoors. That's just a bummer. But I guess I get what I get. At least I'm still walking. I'm gonna make it to 10,000 steps again. It'll be 3 days in a row. No food eaten today. I'm fasting, so that's what's going on today. Okay, it is Thursday. Let's see what we got for Thursday. 2.3. It's a big time jump since yesterday. What? Error. And 70. Alexa, what is 70 divided by 2.3?
70 divided by 2.3 is approximately 30.4348.
That gives me a Dr. Boz ratio of 30. All right, so I got a great number this morning, and then I ended my fast at about 41 and a half hours, something like that. And I had to do it quick because I had a dentist appointment at 8:15 in the morning to get my crown put on where my filling broke out. So hopefully that'll be the last of my old dental work that falls apart. I guess got to pay for all that sugar that I ate in the past. I've been paying for it in a lot of ways, but hopefully this new diet will fix all that stuff and I'll be able to get back on track and get things going on. But yeah, I had roast, chuck roast this morning and some eggs, 6 eggs. And then I had my dentist appointment and I didn't eat until about 1:30 to, it was 2, maybe even a little later, 3 o'clock, something like that. I ate my second meal at that point, and that's where I'm at. I've been walking, doing my walking, and made it to 10,000 steps every single night this week. Even made it to 11,000 yesterday. So I'm doing just fine. I'm gonna keep it up, and it's gonna be a good week. Okay, it is Friday. Let's see what we got. 0.6, dropped that far already. And 84. That makes my Dr. Boz ratio 140. All right, it's the last day of the work week. I'm out here walking as usual. Last night I made it to 11,000 steps. Tonight I hope to do the same. I had myself some eggs this morning for breakfast, and then another one of my porterhouse steaks for lunch, along with, as I like to call them, deep fat fries, just fried pieces of fat. I threw in the air fryer, fried them up, ate them. That was actually the best part of my meal. Isn't that weird? You would think porterhouse steak should be much better, but I don't know. Maybe I just need more fat. I don't know. Okay, it is Saturday morning. What do we got? .8. Not the worst thing ever, but not great. And 87. That gives me a Dr. Boz ratio of 108. Okay, no eating to tell you about today, but I am still walking. I am making sure that I make it to 10,000 steps for the average this week. So yesterday, I made it to 10,000, almost 11,000 steps. And then today, I made sure to go out and go for a walk because I'm not at work to do my normal half-hour thing. So I just took a big walk, walked all the way down and back. I think it's 8.5 miles, something like that on my walk. And that got me a lot of steps. But then the funny thing was, we went shopping. We went to the grocery store, to a couple different grocery stores to get all our stuff. And then later at night, we went out and did some other shopping, and I walked all over the place, and I went 13,000, almost 14,000 steps. So did really good. And if you look at the chart there, we're almost to the point where we can get that stinking last Sunday off of the chart. And I can have all tall bars on the graph. That'll be cool. For now, I'm just fasting, and tomorrow I will eat again, and that'll be wonderful. Okay, it is Sunday morning, and what do we got for Sunday? Should be better because I fasted all day. 2.7 and 74. That gives me a Dr. Boz ratio of 27. Okay, so I got up this morning and I finished off my fast at about 43 hours, and I ate a lot. I was stuffed by the time I was done. But what did I have? I had, I think, 8 eggs, and I had 3 pork chops, the last of the pork chops that my wife bought this week. And then I had just a whole bunch of fat trimmings that I fried up in the air fryer and ate. And I was pretty stuffed when I was done. Later, I tried to go back and eat some more. Wow, you can't see me anymore. I am now completely dark. But I'm gonna keep going. I thought about eating later, and I decided I was still full. I didn't need anything. So I did not bother. I did go out for a walk right after eating all that stuff this morning, so that I could keep my steps up and get to my 10,000 goal. And I just noticed a few minutes ago that I was still way down at like 7,200 was all I was at. So I got myself dressed in something bright, something nice and white that people would see, and I went back out. I'm walking in the dark, trying to make it to 10,000 steps every day. And I'm pretty sure I will hit it. Okay, a quick update on the whole steps thing. Here's what I finished out the night with. That's right, 10,677 steps. I made it to 10,000 every day this week. What did my average come out to then? My average was 11,342. So that's pretty awesome. I made it. I made it to my goal. I didn't blow it like I did last week. Okay, there you go. That was the week, and I thought it was a pretty good week. I managed to get my steps in, walk 10,000 steps every single day. I know it's not a huge deal. It's not like I was going miles and miles, but it was going miles. 10,000 steps is like 4.5 miles a day. That's something pretty big. And I didn't blow it at the end. I didn't forget it ever all the way through. On the very last day, I even had to do extra steps just to make sure that I made it there. I had to go out and walk a second walk because my first one apparently wasn't long enough. So yeah, I think it went pretty well. And I didn't get derailed by anything. I didn't eat something that I shouldn't have. Stuck with the diet the entire week. And I'm happy about that. I don't even know if I have to get much in the way of results. I'll still be happy with what I did. But what were the results? Should we see? Well, last week, my average weight for the week was 218.7, which was, as I may remind you, my all-time record low. And all the time that I've been losing weight over and over again, I've never gotten that far down. 220.5 was the lowest that I ever got. So it was super exciting. What about this week? Well, guess what? It's a new all-time low. That's right, because I came down a little bit. We are now at 217.3. That's right. That brings me down 1.4 pounds. Not a lot. Not a huge deal, but it's down, it's in the right direction, and it's something. It's going the right way. It's something special. I cannot complain that it's still doing what it should. And, I think once you get closer and closer to your goal, and I'm really close to that goal now, only 17 pounds away, that things come off a little slower. It may well be 17 more weeks before I finally get down to Wonderland. If that's the case, then that's the case. I'll make it. And I'll be excited every step of the way. I'll enjoy it. Altogether, that means I'm down 72.5 pounds, all the way from 289.8 to this. So that is pretty exciting. So another thing that I always do here on the show is I talk about non-scale victories, NSVs, because the scale isn't everything. I know I just talked about the scale and what the scale told me. And, that's information that is useful, but there's lots of other information that can help you. Weight is one thing, but it doesn't necessarily indicate health. You can be skinny, weigh less, but be unhealthy. And you can be heavier, but yet still be healthy. It just depends on what the weight is made up of, what is healthy and what isn't healthy. And so there's other things that you should look for, other indications. Measurements are always a good thing. How your clothes fit you. Are they getting tight or are they getting loose? Well, this week something happened to me. A few months ago, I had to get a new belt because my old belt, I'd gotten to the end of it and it wouldn't hold my pants up anymore. It didn't help. It was just a heavy weight at the top of my pants to make them sag a little further. So I got myself a smaller belt and I started wearing it. And I started wearing it on the first hole that it had available because that was tight. And then as time went by, I went to the second hole and to the third hole. And recently, I've been all the way on the fourth hole, just buckling my pants up to the fourth hole. Well, yesterday, just cinching on my belt, went all the way to the fifth hole. I didn't even try to do that. I didn't pull it extra tight, at least I don't think I did. And yet, I went all the way to the fifth hole and buckled my belt in there. So that definitely means that my clothes are getting looser. My belt is, I'm having to tighten it again and again and again. And the interesting thing is there's only 5 holes on the belt. So I'm actually almost out of space on this belt. I'm going to have to get another new belt. That's something I've never had to do in all the time that I've lost weight over and over and over again over the years. Never come down enough that I've had to get a second new belt because the new belt that I got was now the old belt. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not there yet, obviously. I'm on the 5th hole, and I still am fine on the 4th hole, too, to tell you the truth. So it'll be a little while before I have to get a new belt. But I don't think it'll be 17 pounds before I have to get a new belt. I think I need it before I make it to Wonderland. So that's something to think about, something interesting, something exciting. It's pretty cool to see those markers improve because that's what I'm here for. I'm happy to get thinner, to look a little bit better because of it, to get, be able to see my chin again, to have to shave my beard because I've made it to my all-time low record. It's funny. Nobody even noticed that I shaved my beard this week. One person looked at me and said, "Did you get a haircut? You look different." That was it. Only one person. Isn't that weird? But anyways, yeah, it's nice to have those little side benefits. But the most important benefit is the health. That's why I came to this in the first place 5 years ago, back in 2018, when I finally discovered the ketogenic, the low carb, high fat style of eating. When I first saw that Sarah Hallberg video for the first time and started to change my life, I needed to so bad because I was doing terrible. I had lost the health that I had always assumed I would just always be able to have. You know, I was young, I was invincible. It didn't matter how much I stuffed my face with sugar and carbs. I was going to be fine. And then one day I wasn't fine anymore. And I went to the doctor and they said, here, you need to take all these pills, 5 pills a day, just to be able to get by. You have diabetes, you have sleep apnea, you have high blood pressure, all these things that they wanted me to deal with. And I was not happy anymore. And I had to do these things just to keep going. If I didn't, my body was going to shut down. I was going to keel over dead. Diabetes is a serious thing. You can lose your feet, you can lose your eyesight, and I was losing my eyesight for sure. That was one of those things that was really going. And I was really scared, and I just wanted something else. I wanted my health back. And so I went out on that journey, the journey to find my health, and that is what I've been able to achieve. Yeah, I've lost some weight. That's great. But I've gained my health. And that is the most exciting thing. And I'm pretty happy to be able to every day wake up feeling more healthy and feeling happy because of it. And so that's what we're looking for. Why? Because you're watching Big Anklevich on health.